Baby, listen, as you can see, I am surrounded by luxury. I am here at Energetic Exotics with owners Marlon and Jessica. Listen, this interview right here is about to take flight. I really think luxury, it fits me, it suits me, but wait until y'all hear what the owners have to say about how they got started. Once again, Energetic Exotics in Tampa. I'm here, and I think y'all have got a customer, but we're gonna talk about that later. So, baby, listen, I am here with the owner of Energetic Exotics in Tampa, Florida, Marlon. Marlon, I would introduce you, but go ahead and tell the people who you are. How would you introduce yourself?
I'm Marlon, founder of Energetic Exotics. We started off with just one car into a whole fleet of vehicles from Orlando, Tampa, West Palm, all south, all further south. And we just started off with a dream, motivation, determination, and a good partnership to be able to make it happen.
I like it. I like it. So let's just jump right into this. First and foremost, I did hear you mention you have several locations, but where was your first location? When you first got started, where was your first location?
Right here in Tampa.
Right here in Tampa.
Right here in Tampa.
What was the motivation? What was the push behind, or the story behind starting with these luxury vehicles?
Me originated from Miami. Everybody, when you say we going to Florida or you from Florida, first thing they say, Miami,
Yep.
Miami. So when I moved to Tampa, I met with my wife. She's originally from Tampa.
Okay.
Tampa also have nice beaches, has a lot of growth, has potential. We're on the Gulf, the water feel like bath water. You know, clear water look like baby powder. You know, a lot better than Atlantic. So Tampa didn't have what Miami have. A lot of exotic cars, a lot of luxury vehicles, high rises. So why not bring that here? I already have the funds with it.
Okay.
So, and the connections, and we started off using 401k. We didn't come off no big hedge fund or loans. We did 401k. We invest our future into the future of Tampa.
Wow.
And from there, we went from one car. We bought a Maybach S600 V12. Everybody loved it. I was a little skeptical. You know, I went to the dealership. The dealership said, the car you looking for is out back. No, the car I want is on that red carpet.
Which car was that?
The S600 Maybach. Left out there with that. The first week we got it, it was gone for about 2 months. So we jumped in another vehicle, gone as well. And now we, 30, 40, now 60 cars deep, 9 different locations.
I want to backtrack a little bit. First of all, you said you're from Miami. So just being from there, I feel like it's a story within itself. You're dealing with luxury vehicles, right? We know Miami, you got your don'ts, you got your verts, we got the old schools, some G bodies. That's where the big rims, came from. So I want to know a little bit about your story, like how we go from that Miami car culture to, like, for where you from? Where you say you from again? Carroll City?
Carroll City.
Carroll City. So how do we go from that Carroll City, that down south Miami culture, sped up music and all of that, to getting in some Maybach? Like, we're in luxury. This is hey, how we go from there? I want to know.
Well, me being from down there, I moved around a lot. Every year we was always moving. We lived out of, we lived out of what they call trash bag. We was always ready. Put everything in the trash bag. Let's move. From apartment to apartment and city to city. So, me, I was always hanging out at a 183rd flea market. That was my spot.
Okay.
Gold chains, rings, everything. Jam Pony Express.
All that.
Getting all the CDs. So, that was where I wanted to be. And, we also lived not too far from Joe Robbie Stadium at the time.
Okay.
Now it's Hard Rock Casino. But we was late in CERN before it was Trick Daddy moved over there with his restaurant. It looked different now. But I had the bubble Chevy. I had all that. It was just that I wanted more. It's more to this, So I moved out of Miami and went to Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
I saw Plantation Acres. I saw a lot of nice spots. Lauderhill, Inverary. They call 56 Deep Side. That was like the Miami. But I was like, it's more to this. So with me leaving the further south and saw the rest of the country, traveling, and I was like, you know what? It's not just a fishbowl. It's a lot of nice stuff. We went to Atlanta. I saw a lot of black community, a lot of the different type of cultures being very successful. Why we couldn't do that?
Wow. Why we couldn't
So
do
that kind of gave me the motivation that is more to this than the donks, than the bubble Chevys, than, them Burts, So that's what made me want to try to get into something a little different. This wasn't planned. I don't even know how I did it.
Ooh.
It wasn't planned. It was just something, let's try. Why not try it? So we tried it.
Was that like with because I know a lot of people, they have their vision, they're writing it down, they're making it plain. To me, what you just said, that's manifestation itself. Like just even thinking that way, like what's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst?
So that was your thought process. What's the worst
Right.
that can happen? Was there any thought in your mind like, what if it don't happen?
At least we tried it. Everybody gamble at the casino. They buy their lotto ticket. They play fantasy football. We playing scraps in the backyard against the wall. Why not use that same money and gamble in your family future
Wow.
and see what that does?
Wow.
Not just put money in your pocket, but inspiring others to do that. Mentor other people. This type of environment right now, there is no mentorship. It's just everybody call it influencers now. That's your mentor. But there's nobody really say, hey, the track you're going is not a right track. You should go this way, or can we help you? It's not too much out there.
Is that your story? Like, did you have a big homie, OG you looked up to growing up in Carroll City? Like you mentioned, like right now in this space that we're in the world we live in, there are not a lot of people besides social media influencers, like really giving to the people like how it should be given to them. Like you from the hood, right? So did you have an OG? Did you have somebody to look up to that's like, yo, go this way a little bit, like this good right here, but it's more to it? Or was that your?
We all had OGs. We all have family. We all have friends. Your close best friend. But my vision was bigger than his vision. His vision was in the neighborhood. My vision is worldwide. So it's not just what can we do to make the hood better? What can we do to make the world better?
Wow.
So by me getting to this industry, I help other people get where they need to be. If you're traveling from, let's say, New York, and you have your own firm, your law firm, you want to get more clients, you come to Tampa, you come to Florida, period. Let's just say Florida, period, because I got out some of these locations. You come to Florida and say, hey, I'm doing a conference at the Marriott. I need something nice. I can't go to Enterprise and get it. You won't buy my package.
Oh.
But if I go and get one of these, you're going to buy my package. Not saying he can't afford it. He just can't bring it down here for his conference. Well, I have it for you to help sell your product.
Wow.
So by me being in this industry, we went from cars to jets to yachts to mansions. Our concierge service will give you anything you need to fit the lifestyle that you dreamed about.
Wow. What is that process? Like you started off, you knew exactly what car you wanted to start off with. That's one car. Give me like a short time frame to where, not short, but shorten it, because I'm sure it took time, to how we go from that one car to multiple locations to a plethora of cars, luxury vehicles, and then you're mentioning jets, yachts. Like how we get there?
Well, basically, when you have these type of cars, all that falls in line. You get people say, hey, Marlon, I'm coming down. I want a nice Maybach. Okay, but I don't want to fly commercial. I want to fly private. All right, that's what made me get into that lane. So with the cars I have, I own about, I say 30 of those vehicles out of all I have, all the fleet I have.
Wow.
But the other ones are other investors that have cars
Okay.
that it sits in a garage. It does nothing for them. Sometimes they out of the country. So why not make passive income? They invested into us. And we manage the
Smart.
vehicle and we split a percentage of that. But for the people that's traveling, they want more than just a car.
Right.
You rent one of these, what's this, $675,000 vehicle, you want to go to a nice spot. You don't want to go to IHOP. You want to go somewhere. Give me a rooftop. Give me a private restaurants. We have connection with our concierge that call and put you in a nice restaurant, nice hotel, nice
All of that.
house for you to fit what you want. You know, not saying that people can't afford it.
Right.
If I'm traveling and I go to Houston, I want what I got here. I want the house. I want to fly private, and I want a nice vehicle.
All of that.
Who would I call? Not too many people can tell you that. Oh, I can give you a car. All right, so what's a nice spot in Houston where I need to go that I can't pull up in certain areas in these cars?
Absolutely not.
Where can I go? If you like, I don't know. All right, then that's when I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna have all that connections and be the octopus of the game to put you where you need to be to make you feel comfortable. We provide a memorable experience. So you can talk about it over and over. 70% of our business is repeat customers because of how they are treated.
Retaining your customers.
It's not always about the money. It's about how you being treated. It's about your experience.
Wow. That's said a lot. And what you said, you the octopus, what? How did you say that? What?
I don't know. I
You
freestyle
know how
that
you
one.
said it, you
Octopus
freestyled.
of the
That
game.
was good. Octopus of the game. That man got them 8 legs. I understand.
I got a lot of extensions,
I
you know.
love it. I love it. And you said you own about 30 of the vehicles, but speaking of that, what is your go-to every day? I'm gonna jump in and
Me personally, I'm not a sports guy.
Okay.
I don't care about the speed. I'm a luxury guy. My car is normally a Bentley Mulsanne. There's not too many of them out there. It's hard to find. Everybody see Bentley say, "Oh, that's a Flying Spur." No, that's a Mulsanne.
ooh, it's
You
what?
know, that's a Mulsanne.
Okay.
You know, that's like the Phantom of the Bentleys. You know, that's my day to day. You know, that's what I like. Some people might think, why you not in Cullinan? Why you don't roll the Rolls Royce? The Rolls Royce is nice. It draws a lot of attention.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
Bentley it draws attention, but not as much. But it's still comfortable. It still can get me by day to day. Driving these cars is cool for the moment. But when you in a rush trying to get somewhere and you got people recording you, I'm trying to get to the next lane. Like, move, you know? So, you know.
You get that a lot? Like
Yeah,
people
we
just
get that a
stopping?
lot.
Wow.
We get that a lot.
Wow. So I'm sure you're used to it by now. How do you feel with that when you get in that energy, when you driving, you're pulling out and what you drive?
Well, I've been doing it for so long, the energy of that's kind of gone. But at first, you know, it was really exciting. You know, getting all the attention and feeling good, feeling great. But, you know, eventually you do it all the time, it becomes, you know, normal.
Normal.
You know, and you don't really see what inspire other people to see stuff like that because you living in the picture. You in your own picture, so you don't see that. And sometimes some of these people haven't seen a Lambo ever in their life, ever sat in it. You know, but we do a lot for the community. We give back to the community. We did a back to school for the kids, bought a bunch of thousands of backpacks, fully loaded, let the kids sit inside of them and motivate them that you able to do this if you put your mind to it.